Manchester United get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And so we stand for the anthems. So that's got things underway. Guillermo Ochoa, without doubt, one of the most recognisable goalkeepers out there.
He's certainly a colourful character and a very big presence, traits that seem to come to the fore on the grandest of stages.
Yeah, he's most fondly remembered, surely, for some truly inspired performances at international level.
And done Mexico proud on so many occasions too.
Meza. Now it's Messi. Oh, good spread. Now it's Gnabry. Foot in. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot. Gnabry. In with the challenge. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Rashford. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
After 10 minutes is number 22.
The United States are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Manchester United leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Mbappe does well to get it back. And that is as far as they're going to go. Meza. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mbappe. That's beautifully weighted. Osimhen is on... And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
The look of disbelief on the faces of his teammates, I don't need to add to it. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Neymar. Now it's Messi. Played out to the right. He's got away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Osimhen really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Takes a shot! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Rashford. Oh, tries a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Jordi Alba. Now he's off and running. Osimhen. And it's Fernandes. Now it's Hazard. And it's Fernandes. Look at this great chance! They've done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Piercing, Piercing and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't...
Osimhen! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Mbappe. Jordi Alba. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Hazard. Shot, surely! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Mbappe. Osimhen. And a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that was very necessary. And it's Valverde. And he's in on goal. And can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Now that looks a decent ball. Hazard, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he shoots! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Number 20.
It's become a case of men against boys. Pinches it off him. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Mbappe.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Gnabry. Great defending, strong and determined. And well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He is through here! Cleared without hesitation. Meza. Now it's Messi. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's a fade in this second half.
Manchester United are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. And we are back underway. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Messi. Manchester United do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Shot a goal! And it's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Manchester United are having a ball here. Meza. Now it's Mbappe. Chance here to counter. That looks a good ball through. And the finish! It's there! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Gnabry, and he's managed to get free. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's made its way to him. Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
After 62 minutes
They're still trying to make a game of this. Rashford receives it in a wide position.
number 11, Der Gnabry. Coming on to replace him is number
Jordi
15,
Alba.
Nico Williams.
He's found a way through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Mbappe. Beyond the defence. That has been knocked clear. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries to get it clear. He's going for goal! Superb from Valverde! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And he cuts out the supply. Meza. He's having a shot! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Mikel Oyarzabal. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Nico Williams. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Tries to play it through. Manchester United have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Ochoa breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Kane. Chance! Oh, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Really well taken goal. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
After 81 minutes is...
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Number 8, Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming on the field is number 17.
That'll be a throw. The United States making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Number 10.
Now it's Kane. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a key interception. Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? This looks promising. There's the header! No, it's wide.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, it seems as though someone has been forced to pull up lame here.
Yeah, his pain is now pretty obvious, Peter. He's not the type who pulls up unless something's hurting.
Looks as though he's going to see if he can shake it off. Mbappe. Kane gets a foot in here. And here's Kane. It's Kane! Oh, impressive strike. Zico. Played into space out wide. Nico Williams picks it up out wide. And it's claimed by the keeper. Mikel Oyarzabal. And the counter is on.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Great vision. And that could set him on his way. He's picked his way through. There's the shot! It's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Manchester United.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Mbappe. Now it's Oyarzabal. Plays it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He has done it! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Neymar. Out to the left it goes. Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Jordi Alba delivers. Ndiaye with the clearance. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Manchester United pretty much in utopia. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I'd love to see what the exciting Kaoru Mitoma will get up to, Peter. He's naturally left-sided. He likes to hug the touchline, play wide, and when he gets that opportunity just to isolate fullbacks, take them on, he can go left and right. And he's very clever as well at ghosting his way into the penalty box, undetected, and popping up with the odd goal.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Rashford climbs up big! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, takes a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. There's the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Valverde is there, and he can pick it up. Good ball, good take. Now, what about a counter-attack? Nice defending, it's got the job done. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It is a corner, good chance. Corner number 2 then. Yoshida getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
And here's Osimhen. Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. Turns and goes. And he shoots! Goal! Manchester United! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Hit into the middle. And that was asking just too much of him. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's got the beating of his man. That is great defending, so alert. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Can he spark a counter here? That is good alertness. Now it's Osimhen. That's a good ball out wide. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Inamutu, a player of legendary status.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe aims beyond the defence. Big chance! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Steaming on, he's having a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Oh, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Mbappe, he's gone for goal! Oh, bang on target. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And it's Azar. Yoshida. And Nakayama. And he's being shifted off it. Vicious ball here. Spread it left. Oh, can he get onto this?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
The message is clear, none shall pass. That's really well manoeuvred. And he's intervened well there. Nakata. Now it's Mbappe. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Manchester United ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. So we're just settling back into this second half. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Azar. Now that's well seen too. Tanaka. Tomiyasu. And it's Kubo.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Shot a goal! It's in! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Tomiyasu calmly anticipates. Inamoto. Throw in. Nicely spread. Now it's Rashford. Osimhen. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off. And they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's on. There's the shot! That's a half-decent try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Fernandes. And here's Mbappe. And it's Fernandes. Out towards the flank. And it's Azar. And Azar played out wide. And he's whipped it across. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. And here's Osimhen. Knocks it into... Shoots! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And that has been cleared. Played into the middle. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Japan have the chance to go the other way. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Rashford.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Inamoto does really well to win the ball there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Inamoto, and he's found a way past. And he passes it long. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
The chip pass hasn't quite come off. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Number 11, Ito.
He's a sharp little ball here, and into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that has left him in a heap. Ito. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Oh, that's fabulous. Denied by an instinctive save.
Inamoto really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's claimed by the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Fernandez does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Valverde. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
3 minutes added time.
Rashford is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Passes short and sharp. Ndiaye, and the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Number 5.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Inamoto. Coming on the field. Number 38. Maeda. Number 21.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Valverde. And that will be it. Manchester United are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Now it's Mbappe. Valverde wins the duel this time. Goes for goal! Valverde. Now it's Osimhen. Fernandez reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go back.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Manchester United! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Mbappe. And that should get the job done. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Valverde. Is there any support? Chance for a shot! Delivers with whip. And it's hoisted clear. Now, what about a counter-attack? First quarter of an hour gone. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hazard. Palmer. Now it's Mbappe. Fernandez. Now it's Osimhen. Manchester United are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Can he get on the end of this? And he's searching through, and the shot! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Valverde. Looking for a runner. Donnarumma claims comfortably.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And face to face with the keeper. Takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Alexander-Arnold picks it up from the goal kick. Fernandez. And it's Messi. Now this could be a chance. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep. Great chance! And it's in! It could be a lifeline! Two more needed! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's a good-looking delivery. Vardiol. And it's Fernandez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. He's on it, can he get away? Hazard! And yes, it's there! And they are cruising away. Piercing, Piercing and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Tito, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Manchester United blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Azar. Valverde carries the ball down the right. Vardiol. That's a lovely, neat pass. Valverde. Osimhen. Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Rashford! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And the first half is done. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Manchester United are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence a whole